Stay until the end. The final rule is the one most people are too afraid to use. You were lied to, not once, not twice, but your entire life. They told you the world rewards honesty. They told you hard work guarantees success. They told you good people win in the end. Look around, does it? Or do you see louder people rising faster, strategic people accumulating power, and polite people being quietly ignored? Here is the truth most will never admit. Fairness is a story told to keep you obedient, not powerful. Because while you were taught to wait your turn, the powerful were learning how to skip the line. And tonight, you learn how they do it. But understand something first. This is not motivational comfort. These are psychological weapons. Once you see them, you cannot unsee them. And after this video, you may become far harder to control. Let us begin. Rule 1. Win before the battle. Average people fight wars of effort. They argue, they compete, they try to prove themselves. But predictable effort creates predictable outcomes. The dangerous individual wins before the conflict even begins. In 1502, Cesare Borgia faced a rebellion from his own commanders, powerful men with armies and ambition. A weaker leader would have marched into war. Borgia chose something colder. He offered peace, promotions, forgiveness, then invited them to a celebration. They arrived relaxed, laughing, unguarded. The doors closed. Guards emerged from the shadows. By morning, every rival was gone. One evening achieved what a decade of fighting never could. Remember this. Never fight a battle you can end through positioning. Stop trying to outwork rivals. Make them underestimate you. Make them relax. Make them reveal themselves. You don't push enemies off cliffs. You simply guide them closer to the edge. The highest level of power is winning before the game begins. Rule 2. Information is invisible power. Most people are drowning in information, yet starving for intelligence. They read headlines, scroll endlessly, consume what everyone else consumes, and then wonder why they remain average. True advantage belongs to the person who knows what others do not. Nathan Rothschild once learned the outcome of Waterloo nearly a day before Britain did. While the market panicked, he quietly bought everything. When the truth arrived, fortunes were made overnight. Understand this clearly. If you possess the same knowledge as everyone else, you will live the same life as everyone else. Become observant. Listen more than you speak. People leak secrets constantly through complaints, ego, frustration, pride. Silence makes others talk, and the one who knows the hidden landscape controls it. Walk into every room asking what is being said and what is being concealed. Because power often whispers, it rarely announces itself. Rule 3. Adaptability outranks moral rigidity. Here is a difficult truth. Rigid identities destroy futures. I'm not that type of person. I could never do that. That's not me. These sentences feel noble, but often they are fear wearing the mask of principle. Machiavelli observed that leaders who tried to be good at all times were defeated by those willing to adapt. Water has no shape, yet it carves through mountains. Be water. With the conservative, be disciplined. With the visionary, be bold. With predators, be unshakable. This is not deception. It is strategic evolution. The world changes constantly. If you refuse to change with it, you volunteer for irrelevance. Labels are cages. Kill them. The individual who can become what the moment requires is nearly impossible to defeat. Rule 4. Become irreplaceable. Why are most people powerless? Because they are easily replaced. Harsh, but liberating once accepted. Leverage begins the moment your absence creates pain. Machiavelli wrote that loyalty built on necessity is far stronger than loyalty built on emotion. Do not aim to be liked, aim to be needed. Own a skill few possess. Control knowledge others lack. Build relationships no one can replicate. Become the bridge no one can cross without you. When losing you becomes expensive, your value skyrockets without negotiation. Respect follows necessity, always. Ask yourself honestly, If I disappeared tomorrow, what would collapse? If the answer is nothing, today is the day you change that. Rule 5. Speed creates dominance. Most people lose because they hesitate. They over-prepare, overthink, wait for perfect conditions. Meanwhile, decisive people move imperfectly, but immediately. Military strategist John Boyd discovered a simple loop: observe, orient, decide, act. The one who cycles faster controls reality. Speed unsettles competitors. Speed creates momentum. Speed turns mistakes into brief corrections instead of permanent scars. Action beats intelligence that never moves. While others debate, execute. While they polish plans, arrive at the destination. Momentum intimidates, and intimidation creates space. Do not worship perfection. Worship movement. Fortune rarely favors the cautious. It favors the bold. Mid-video pattern interrupt. Retention boost. Pause for a moment. You may feel resistance rising right now. Good. That discomfort signals growth. You were not conditioned for power. You were conditioned for approval. But approval has never built empires. Let us continue into deeper territory. Rule 6. Strategic silence. We live in an age of endless broadcasting. Everyone is speaking. Few are observing. Every time you speak carelessly, you reveal intention, insecurity, and limits. Silence does the opposite. Silence creates mystery, and mystery creates perceived depth. In negotiation, the person comfortable with silence controls the room. When insulted, pause. When challenged, observe. When emotional, remain still. Let others rush to fill the quiet. They will expose far more than intended. Also, stop announcing your ambitions. When you declare goals publicly, your brain receives premature satisfaction. Energy dissipates. Build in private. Let results speak violently. Thunder makes noise. Lightning changes landscapes. Be lightning. Rule 7. Cultivate unpredictability. Predictable people are easily handled. If others know you always agree, they pressure you. If they know you avoid conflict, they corner you. If they know you stay, they take you for granted. Break patterns occasionally. Be warm, but capable of cold distance. Be calm, but able to show steel. Be kind, but never harmless. Respect grows where uncertainty exists. Even Machiavelli warned, it is safer to be respected than merely loved. Love is fragile. Respect endures. Become someone whose boundaries are unmistakable, not cruel, not chaotic, simply not to be underestimated. The internal war, final retention climb, external strategy means nothing without internal control. 3 enemies destroy more futures than failure ever could. Enemy 1. The need for validation. Stop performing for applause. Work in silence. Confidence built privately becomes unshakable publicly. Enemy 2. Fear of being disliked. If you rise, some will resent you. If you change, some will resist you. Let them. You are not here to shrink for comfort. Enemy 3. The illusion of someday. Someday is the favorite word of unrealized potential. Close the gap between idea and execution. Act quickly, because the future is shaped by those who move now, not later. Understand this clearly. This is not about becoming ruthless. It is about becoming effective. The world does not reward intention. It rewards precision. It rewards courage. It rewards those willing to see reality without comforting filters. Once you internalize these rules, you stop waiting. You stop asking permission. You stop shrinking. And something shifts. People sense it. Opportunities sense it. Even resistance senses it. The path becomes clearer, not because it's softened, but because you became stronger. But remember, transformation has a cost. As you evolve, some will say you've changed. They're right. Growth always looks unfamiliar to those standing still. So the real question is not whether these rules work. The question is, are you ready to outgrow the version of yourself that needed permission? Because the world always makes space for the individual who walks with certainty. If this expanded your perception, subscribe, because most people will hear this, but few will apply it. And if you choose to apply it, you will not live an average life. You will design one. I'll see you in the next video.